want to help you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Jim Giannacchio, Executive Vice President of Marketing for Quantum Success Strategies, also known as QS2. We want to welcome everyone from coast to coast. We appreciate you rearranging your schedules to join us. Take it as a compliment that someone saw something in you, saw that you were a sharp person to take advantage of this great moment we have here at Quantum Success Strategies. Over the next few minutes, if you happen to see something that's a match for you in your life, that's wonderful. Worst case, if not, you'll get a chance to see some of the powerful concepts and products that we market, which fill a tremendous need. Our mission at QS2 is restoring the dream for the millions of families nationwide. The gentleman that will cover the details of our mission has over 3 decades of experience in helping thousands of families financially nationwide. He is the president and CEO of QS2, and his name is Dan Ahmed. Hey, Dan.
Thanks a lot, Jim. Welcome, everyone. We're going to give you a tremendous amount of information in a very short time. We call this our business ownership presentation, and we're showing you how you're going to be able to build your own business and own a very, very, very valuable piece of your entire wealth. And as Jim talked about, we call this restoring the dream. We do 3 things here. We want to help you make more money, we want to help you protect your family, and we want to help you safeguard your assets. And then we teach you to do that same thing for all people that you come in contact with. So we look forward to a wonderful presentation. Here's our disclosure, and it simply states that you're going to spend time to be part of QS2. You'll spend a little bit of money to be part of us. There's no guarantee you're going to succeed, but we're going to give you everything we think you need as far as training, products, motivation, all of the technology, things that will provide you a high probability of success. We're going to give you all those things. People ask us all the time, what does quantum mean? Well, quantum simply means significant. That's the definition. So when you look at our name, Quantum Success Strategies, it truly stands for Significant Success Strategies. We know you're looking for significant success, and it's our job here at QS2 to provide you the strategies to enable you to achieve that level of success. What is our mission? We think it's very powerful, and it's very simple, though. It's to restore the dream of financial independence and prosperity for all families everywhere. We think everyone should be on this bandwagon. We think it's the perfect mission that then turns into our vision to help people. Who really are we, and what does QS2 really do? Well, we're a financial services marketing company looking for 2 types of people. We're looking for those, what we call motivated team builders, people that want to build big distribution teams, and we're also looking for qualified advisors that love to work with the products and love to provide solutions on a financial basis to individuals they're in front of. We also are dedicated to serving 3 different groups, families, individuals, and businesses. And we do those 3 things again. We help people increase their income, we help people protect their families, and we help people safeguard their assets. Pretty much the 3 main things most of us are looking for right now. Well, we call this the quantum way, and we're going to call this 1 in a million. So we've all heard about the Milky Way, but now we're going to look at the quantum way. And we know there are a million opportunities out there, and there's so many different types. There's multiple opportunities spring up every day because people need those opportunities. Well, how many have you tried? We've seen people that have tried 30, 40, 50, 100 opportunities, and really, they're looking for that one that works. So are you ready for that one that works? And QS2 is what we call the brightest star. So of all the million opportunities out there, we're that bright star that's going to provide you the best chance for your long-term success. And we think there's 2 simple reasons which provide you that one big opportunity. You might ask yourself, why is QS2 so confident that we can help people? And it's really because of 2 simple questions and 2 powerful answers. The first one is, of 100 people you know, think about if you ask them the question, do they want or need to make more money in 2013? How many of those people you ask will say yes? Most people end up saying all of them. Well, at least 90%, 95%, and it could be all of them because people need to make more money right now or want to make more money right now. Then the second question is, of those same 100 people, ask yourself, how many of them need help with their finances? They need help with their IRAs. Do they need help with their CDs, help with their property and casualty, help with their retirement plan, help with just making more money as far as the finances? And most people say, well, almost all of them. Well, it is a fact today that most people need to make more money and they need to plan how to protect and grow their money. And it just so happens that by design, QS2 helps people make more money, protect their families, and safeguard their assets. So we're in the perfect position to help people get all the things they want right now, and that's what our company does. One of the things we really want to focus on is our belief in that promises are meant to be kept. And we know in the financial services industry, a lot of promises are made by the companies, and very few promises are kept. So we created what we call our QS2 Associates Bill of Rights. These are written promises to our associates, and we think they're very important. There's about 28 items on our actual QS2 Bill of Rights. I'm going to show you 5 of the financial promises. The first is commission vesting opportunity. We're going to show you exactly what you need to do to vest in your commissions. So as long as you don't do anything illegal, your commissions will not be stopped. We're going to show you how you have the opportunity to potentially earn equity in QS2. We're going to show you how to sell your book of business and what that means, how to do it, and we're going to actually help you participate in finding a buyer. We're going to show you the opportunity you have to retire and receive ongoing compensation, and we're also going to show you how you can pass on your book of business to your beneficiaries, whether you've passed away or whether you're still living. So 5 tremendously powerful financial benefits inside of our QS2 Associates Bill of Rights. We're going to look at now what we call our fundamental stages of life. And most people go through this. You look for a career, a dream job, you start a business, whatever it is. And then maybe you get married, you buy a home, you have kids go to college, they have kids, so you have grandkids. Then it's time to retire. You want to travel as much as you possibly can. There could be some medical care as we get older, and there could be long-term care for at least 1 out of 3 of us. Well, those are the fundamental stages of life. Now we're going to look at what we call the QS2 fundamental stages of life, the dollar sign, because what all these things have in common is every one of them costs money. So you can look at a career. It could cost you $50,000 to $250,000 to launch your career or business as far as going to school or just the cost to obtain one. Weddings cost $25,000 to $100,000. To buy a home, $20,000 to $150,000 needed for down payment. Right now, the estimates are when you have a baby, it costs $200,000 per child between now and the time they hit 18, and that has no college costs or savings involved. Kids in college, that's going to cost $100,000 to $400,000 per child. Grandkids, typically you're going to spend between $100,000 and $400,000 per child. Retirement, you need $2 million saved just to be able to net $5,000 a month at a 2.5% rate. Travel, maybe on the low side $10,000, high side $40,000 per year. If you have medical issues, you could be spending $1 million to $2 million just to be able to cover that. And 1 out of 3 of us are going to need $60,000 to $120,000 a year for long-term care. So everything that happens in our life costs money. That's why we think it's so important for you to understand money and get a grasp and a firm grip on how to control your own finances. And we think the dream is under siege. So the American dream of prosperity is under siege. And I like this little cute little guy. I always like to ask this question, will life for this little fellow be better than his father or his grandfather's? And most people think no. And that's because unemployment's still close to 10%, underemployment over 20%, layoffs of hundreds of thousands of teachers, 50% of college graduates this year will not get a job, stock market volatility and real estate market losses, the low interest rates people are getting on their savings rates, people that have lost tons of money in their retirement accounts and they have not recouped them, the fear of inflation, income tax increases, retirement income running out for those baby boomers and seniors, and ultimately just creating what we call widespread uncertainty. And what that has caused is unemployment insurance claims skyrocketing, indebtedness and bankruptcies through the roof, stock market going down, lender foreclosures, home auctions, all these things that are tremendously negative. Well, we think QS2 has a solution, but the solution is you, and that is be in business for yourself but not by yourself. And you want to be in business for yourself, but you definitely don't want to do it by yourself. There's a small investment which can equal big success for you. There's no franchise rules or fees, so you don't have to worry about paying $250,000 or $1 million to set up your plan here at QS2. You get to keep your current job and or run your current business. You can learn as you make money. There's no expensive inventory packages. You determine your market area. We have people that work all over the United States now, and they're just waiting to be able to work internationally. You decide on your income level based on how much you want to work. You're going to help people reclaim their dreams and bring hope back to families everywhere. So QS2 provides you the opportunity, what we call leverage your life, which we truly feel is the secret to your success. And there's 2 things you need to do there. One is capitalize on your experience. And think about right now, in whatever you're doing, in your career, in your job, in your business, are you literally capitalizing on all that wonderful experience you've had your entire lifetime? Are you really taking advantage of everything you've learned and applying that to what you're doing now to become successful? And I'd have to say most people we ask say no. The second thing is you have to monetize your relationships, and that's a good thing. It might sound, gosh, monetize my relationships. Well, relationships are personal and money isn't. Well, money is personal, but relationships are personal, and you can even have better relationships if you help the people that in your life make more money. So think about it. Are you doing everything you possibly can right now to help the people you know and love make more money, become more successful? And think about how many of those people you know and love need to make more money right now. you can now provide them that opportunity. That's why we say do these two things. Capitalize on your wonderful experience and then monetize those relationships. Success, and I like this guy because he's looking like he's really thinking. Has it evaded you? Is it out of reach? Did you used to have it? And do you want it back? And you have to ask those questions and answer those questions honestly to yourself. Well, with QS2, it's as easy as 2222. We call it the QS2, the Power of Two platform. We call it that because we start with two strong product lines. The first is our licensed products. So you're going to need some form of financial license, a life insurance license, property and casualty license, maybe a long-term care license. But we'll work with life insurance, annuities, senior market products in property and casualty, and even an RIA, a registered investment advisory practice very soon. And in our licensed products, we're going to deal with things in life insurance such as return of premium term, meaning you'll pay term premiums, and if you pass away, they're going to pay your beneficiaries a death benefit. But if you live, they're going to give you 100% of your money back at the end of 10, 20, 15, 30 years, whatever term you signed up for. So it's an awesome way to make sure either you're going to get all your money back or your beneficiaries are going to get a lump sum. We have secondary market annuities. We have FDIC-insured CDs. You name it, we have the products. But on the other side, we have a non-licensed product division. And in this case, you can actually refer people who want indexed FDIC-insured CDs. You don't have to have any type of license, and you can get paid for the referral. You can refer secondary market annuities and also land banking and get paid. You also can work in the future with our 401k platform where you're not going to need a license to be able to go and find 401k cases. Business owners you know probably need help with their 401ks. You're going to be able to provide great service through our affiliates. So we think the combination of having a licensed product division and a non-licensed product division allows you to build the biggest team possible because some people are licensed, some people aren't, some people want to be licensed, some people don't. The second two will be our two powerful business paths. We have our team builder. That's someone who wants to run the QS2 systems. They want to build a giant team. They want to earn base shop overrides, and they want to also earn generational overrides off of the managers they build. And then we have a professional advisor side that says, I don't want to build a team. I just want to work myself. I want to work with the great products. I want to help individuals with their finances. We have a competitive individual compensation level. We have lead programs available, sales and marketing systems, and we have some of the best industry-leading products available. The third two is our two powerful systems for success. The first is our builder format system, and what that's going to do, we're going to teach you how to create a giant distribution team. There's 6 steps, starting with creating your list and going all the way down to repeating every step. And then we have a production format system, which moves production through that giant distribution team. And they're very specific. There's 6 steps in each of them, and if you follow these, you have a high probability of tremendous success. The last two could be the most important, and that's the market size. There's 200 million plus people who need solutions. There's a 77 million baby boomers ages 50 to 64. They need a second income. They need to recover their wealth because they've lost a lot of wealth, and they need term and permanent life insurance protection. Here's what we're going to offer them. The first thing always is the QS2 opportunity. Everyone wants an opportunity to make more money, so that's the first thing we'll offer, and that's the first thing we're going to teach you to offer is the opportunity for people to make more money. Then we have great products, life insurance, annuities, PNC insurance, all those things. Then you look at the 40 million seniors age 65 and older. They need to go back to work and make money because their retirement income has dwindled. They need lifetime guaranteed income, and they probably need, for estate planning purposes, some survivorship life insurance. Well, we're going to offer them a QS2 opportunity, life insurance, annuities, and so on. I just talked to an individual yesterday. He's 82. He just signed up with us, and he wants to help all the seniors increase their financial position. We have 82 million millennials between the ages of 20 and 34. They need to start a career or business. They need low-cost life insurance because they're not making a lot of money. They're starting their families, but they need low-cost coverage to protect their family, and they definitely need to start saving. Here's what we're going to offer them, the opportunity to join QS2, life insurance, property and casualty, and so on. And then we have the 64 million Generation Xers between 35 and 49. We're going to provide them the opportunity to earn more income because they're not making enough to start accumulating wealth and benefit from tax advantages, as well as use term and permanent insurance to protect their family. And here's what we're going to offer them. We're probably one of the few, if not the only company out there that's talking about these 4 demographic groups. We understand these 4 demographic groups. We have the products and solutions for these 4 demographic groups, and more importantly, we're going to recruit people to QS2, associates to QS2 in these 4 demographic groups to service these 4 demographic groups. So it gives us a tremendous opportunity to help you build your giant distribution team. And we plan to transform an industry. We're going to really do it 2 ways. We're going to first teach and mentor you in how you can and will build a large distribution team, and then we're going to teach and mentor you in how you can provide industry-leading, high-quality products throughout your entire team through your team members and through consumers outside of your team. And it really comes down to, it is your life. You get to take control. I don't think very many of us have felt like it's been our life and we've had much control over the last 5 and 10 years, but it is. So we're going to help you control your own schedule and set your true value. No one's felt like they've gotten their true value. You get to now control your income, the quality of your life, your overall success, the growth of your business, and also you get to now control the amount of risk you take and the rewards you get for taking that risk. We think it's beneficial tremendously to be able to have this type of control. Well, we're going to talk about compensation now because that's part of our whole package. And let's assume you have a plan that has a $10,000 premium investment, and it's going to have 100% of that premium go to the associate's compensation pool. So $10,000 of compensation. 65% goes over to our base levels, and there's 10 promotion levels. And then 35% goes to our generation overrides, and we go 10 levels down, which I'll show you in a minute. And then we have 2.5% of QS2 net profits to the executive bonus pools. We have what we consider the most powerful, most lucrative, best compensation model in the entire industry. No one, we feel, comes close to providing you the benefits in compensation as our structure does. So here's our base. $6,500 of the $10,000 is paid out in base. If you're an associate, you'd start at 50% of that $6,500, so you get $3,250 for selling one $10,000 plan. You can work yourself all the way up to our top promotion level, which is our vice chairman level. You're getting 100% of that $6,500, which means if you sell $10,000 of that plan, you're getting $6,500 from one sale. So it's a tremendous income opportunity for you. But now we're going to go over to the $3,500 of generation override compensation, which is on top of the $6,500. And we have the first 6 levels here, but we're the only company we know now that go and pays down to 10th generation. We think that's very important because when you build a big team over the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you're going to have a lot of people in those levels. And if we don't set our compensation system up for you to make money there, you wouldn't have those green bars. So we want to make sure you have the opportunity to make money all the way down to 10 levels. Great if you've already been in the financial services industry, great if you've already been in the direct sales financial service industry, and great if you're just in direct sales. We'll show you how to make the most money possible. It's time to make changes and get ahead. Do you feel like you're carrying a heavy load like this poor guy? Look at that big bag he's carrying. Many of us have felt that way lately. How about this? Do you feel like you don't have any options left? Poor little donkey stuck in the air, doesn't have anywhere to go because he's stuck. He has a huge heavy load on his back, knows he can't move. Well, at QS2, we're going to get you off to a fast start. We're going to put you on the starting line. We're going to get you a brand new suit, shiny new briefcase. We're going to show you exactly what you need to do to benefit. It's easy, and it's all we do. There's 3 things we do: indexing, tax efficiency, and provide security. So the first is indexing. The concept is participate in gains while eliminating losses. Isn't that what everybody wants to do? They want their money to go up. They don't want it to go down. How about tax efficiency? How about deferring current taxes and deferring future taxes? Reducing and eliminating taxes on income. It's what most people want to do. And for security, we want to protect family, lifestyle, and assets. So literally, those are the 3 things we do here at QS2. They're really simple. Well, how do we do it? We use indexed universal life, equity indexed annuities, indexed FDIC insured CDs, and indexed portfolios that have protection for indexing. For tax efficiency, we use tax-free income, tax-deferred growth, tax-deferred contributions, and tax-free estate benefits to our families. And for security, we really focus on securing a specific income and lifestyle, provide family protection, protect principal and income, provide living benefits, and safeguard their retirement, provide security for retirement. So you can see that we are really focused on those 3 areas. How about the concept of indexing? The concept of indexing is a system that is actually designed to participate in gains while eliminating losses. Isn't that what we all want to participate in? If that's what you could offer to people, how many people would say yes to you? I think a lot of them. Upside potential. When the index, which is typically based on the stock market, goes up, an equity index product will return to you or the person who buys this a portion of the stock market gain. Not all of it, but a portion. So in this case, if the S&P Index 500 went up by these amounts from 2000 to 2011, and we had a 12% maximum cap, while the market went up 19.5% in the year 2000, you got 12%. If it went up 26.38% in 2004, you got 12. If it went up 8.99% in 2005, you got 8.99%. So we're getting less, either the same or less than the market. We never get more than the market. But with downside protection, during the years when the index goes down, your equity index account will not lose money. So when you have these big losses in the S&P, you receive 0% rates of return. How fabulous would that be? And when you look at what happened, the 26.27% actual rate of return over 11 years versus 75% because we avoided losses, it shows you should understand indexing, you should use it for yourself, and you should teach as many people as you possibly can how they're going to avoid losing money. How about the concept of indexing when it looks on a graph? So let's say you had 100,000 to start, and the gold line represents the S&P 500, and the blue line represents the indexed account, which has a 0% floor, so when the market goes down, you don't lose anything, but you can only earn up to 12%. In this case now, we've avoided the losses here, which would have kept us at only 102,000 after 11 years. We had no loss here, no loss there, and because of no losses, even though we capped our upside, we had double in there. We had 204,000 in there, and the difference between a successful retirement is basically the difference between indexing and not indexing in my estimation right now. How about the concept of tax efficiency? Using the Internal Revenue Code to your advantage, you've probably used Section 401ks, 403bs, 457 for saving money for retirement. You probably also used Section 408 for IRAs, and if you've had real estate before, you might have even used a Section 1031 tax-deferred investment real estate exchange. So those are just sections of the Internal Revenue Code that provide you potential benefits. Well, one of the most powerful and yet unused section of the Internal Revenue Code is Section 7702 of the Internal Revenue Code, which provides huge potential benefits from life insurance. Unlimited contributions, someone can put as much money as they want in there, tax-deferred growth, tax-free loans for any purpose at any age, even before 59 and a half. We're working with a 26-year-old right now that wants to put in $200,000 each year for the next 5 years and use this for their own bank as they get older for business projects. Tax-free income, no required minimum distributions, no RMDs, tax-free death benefit, as well as living benefits. So tremendous opportunities with tax efficiency using Section 7702 of the Internal Revenue Code. And then the concept of security, tax-free income, which I think is the #1 living benefit. This will help you restore your retirement. Let's say you're 30, you put in $3,600 a year, and you do this for 40 years. Your total outlay, the total amount you put in is $144,000. You would have had some good coverage for your family during that time period. And then at age 70, based on current illustrated rates, you're projected to be able to take out $113,571 income tax-free for 31 years from age 70 to 100, which means you take back $3.5 million on an income tax-free basis. What 30-year-old wouldn't do that if you showed them this? How about a 45-year-old putting in $12,000 a year for 25 years, has $300,000 go in, is able to take out at current illustrated rates $99,000 a year for 31 years, takes back $3 million. Put in $300,000, takes back $3 million income tax-free. 55-year-old that wants that same range of income needs to put in about $36,000 for 15 years, has $540,000 go in, can take out $95,555 a year for 31 years based on current illustrated rates, almost $3 million back. But let's say the 55-year-old says, I love that, but I only want to work 5 more years. Well, they need to put in $100,000 a year, puts in a total of $500,000. You take out $134,000 a year from age 70 to 100, which means $4.1 million of tax-free income. And this is a great chart because it shows people how they can restore their retirement, but more important, I think, it will show you how to help people. Because let's say you have that 55-year-old that says, yeah, I'd really like to save that $36,000. I need to restore my income. I need another $95,000 of retirement income when I retire, but I don't have $36,000 to save. So you then help that person get in the business with QS2. You help them make $36,000 a year, and you help that person save their money because that will now restore their retirement simply because they took advantage of the opportunity to join QS2 with you. So it's easy, and it's all we do. The Quantum Way, great part-time opportunity. You get started today building your business. Very simple. Let's say you help one family a month. You have the opportunity to make up to $1,000 a month. Think about what $1,000 extra per month could mean to your family. How about you help 5 families a month? That could mean $5,000 a month in your pocket. Think how much $5,000 a month could mean to you and your family. That's more than 94% of the people in the United States make, even if they're working full-time. So we're saying, what if this was part-time? So what would this type of part-time income mean to you? And where else can you make this type of money part-time? We don't think anywhere. Now let's say you start building a team. You're a builder, and you become a vice chairman. You build a team, and you have 5 associates. So in this case, you yourself help protect 5 families a month personally. You're making $10,000 a month just if you help 5 families. Now, if you build 5 associates who help 5 families a month, you're going to make $25,000 in overrides in this example, which means you now make $35,000 from your base shop per month, which is $420,000 a year. Again, where does this type of opportunity exist? I don't think anywhere. So that's if you're a good builder. Now, what if you're going to be a superstar builder? You're going to be a vice chairman, and you're going to recruit 1,000 people the first year, another 1,000 the second year, another 1,000 third, fourth, and fifth. So you have 5,000 people recruited by the end of 5 years. Well, what we're going to assume is you're going to have about 11% success, meaning 11% of your people are going to become full-time successful people. So year 1, 11% of 1,000, you have 110 people. By year 5, you have 550 people becoming full-time. You have 4,450 that aren't full-time. Now let's just say the successful individuals, the 11% sell 3 cases per month in each of these cases. So whether it's year 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now let's assume that the average case is about $3,000. You're going to make $200,000 per month the first year, $400,000 per month the second year, $600,000 per month the third year, $800,000 per month the fourth year, and you can make $1 million per month by that 5th year. There's no other place that this opportunity exists. So 11% success, 3 sales per month equals $1 million of income per month, not per year, but per month. And again, where does this type and magnitude of opportunity exist? We don't think anywhere. Take control of your success. Create the income you want, whether it's $500 a month, $1,000, $2,500, $5,000, $7,500, or $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000, or that big green $1 million. It's up to you. Take the leap and change your life forever. Quantum recruiting, we think, means quantum production. So to help you out through February 28, 2013, we're going to waive our $99.95 application fee if you complete an FNA when you sign up or when you sign someone up, and 3 sales of any kind are made in the first 90 days. That's all you have to do, and you can waive that. So we know you can recruit a lot more people if there's no application fee. We're willing to help you. We're willing to invest in you by not taking that fee and saying, great, go build a giant team. We're not going to make those people pay a fee right now. Where do things stand right now? Are you living in your dream home right now? Are you driving your dream car right now? Are you taking your dream vacation every year? And are you fully prepared for a successful retirement? Ask yourself those 4 questions and answer them honestly, and you're probably saying no, 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 no. Well, QS2 is here to help you reach those dreams. You're going to be rewarded for your hard work. We're going to give you some convention spotlight. How would you like to be center stage this July 25th, 26th, 27th in Las Vegas, and you walk up in front of 5,000 people and you're rewarded and recognized because you're one of our top leaders? How about reward trips? Right now we have trips you can win right now to Hawaii. You don't have to wait. You can win those trips for what right now. It's very simple. You can win a new car right now. Very, very simple. You can get a 2-year lease on a new Cadillac ATS. We already have these programs set up. We have great recognition awards, success rings, promotions, pins, training, mentorship. You name it, we're going to reward you for your hard work. So take control of your future. How are you going to work with QS2? Are you going to become an associate, either full-time or part-time? Are you going to become a client? Because we have tremendous products. Even if you don't want to get in this business for whatever reason, we'll have great products for you. Are you going to become a business owner and build a big team? Take the next step. Get with a team leader who was good enough to invite you to attend. Sign up as a QS2 associate. Build your plan. We're going to do everything we can to help you achieve your goals, and that will allow you to restore your dream and your family's dream. We're going to help you succeed any way you want to succeed. Thank you for attending Restoring the Dream. This is our business ownership presentation, and we're here to help you make more money, protect your family, and safeguard your assets. We look forward to having every one of you as part of our team, and we would love to meet you in person. Everyone have a great day.